everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 2nd, and today is a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. So, got this morning, done early with the puppy, not too bad. It wasn't the end of the world, but we didn't have any of our dogs overnight, so it was kind of weird, because this is like the third night, I think, in probably 2 or 3 months we haven't had a dog in our house. At some point and stuff, which we technically still, even though we didn't have a dog in the house overnight, we had the puppy here yesterday, today, and so on and so forth. So it's not like we had a day off from dogs. It's just the fact that it felt weird to not have dogs in our house overnight as well. So it was kind of nice. Things we have to do differently when there are dogs around that I can't do with my dog, like Philly's bowl, like 2 pounds of food, and just let him eat whatever he wants to. So it's been so long now, he's actually getting a little bit of food anxiety. He's eating really fast. So I'm working on slowing him back down for that again. So I'm working on giving him a giant bowl of food so he thinks there, and then once their dog's come back in, taking it away. And so he's having to make some changes in his life, because I do not want to control how much food he eats, because that's how I end up making him fat or too skinny, where he controls his own food. He eats as much as he wants whenever he's hungry. I never want him to think he has to continue eating, because he might not get more food later. So I'm having a little bit of shit. I've had dogs here too long, too often, so I need to figure out a way to maybe, I don't know, give him a room where it's like he can, like, I don't know, like put a separate gate up or something he can go into in and out that the short dogs can't get over or something. I don't know, but might look into one of those electronic collars, like the dog door, that you actually have to have the collar to have it electronically work to get through, and set something like that up so he can get in that room to eat, and then the other dogs cannot. So, but who knows? We'll see what happens with the whole thing. But got this morning, got the puppy here, played with him, spent some time outside, spent some time on my phone trying to get things loaded, trying to get things transferred over and stuff and whatnot, and ended up transferring. I transferred data from my old phone to the iPad, and the iPad to the new phone, and somehow or another, I don't know why, but it sent all like 2,000 photos from my iPad over to my new phone too. So that's a pain in the butt. So I did try and I mess with them like this, just whatever. I'll go through it and I'll delete it out, whatever. So I'm going to download them back onto my Mac, make sure everything on there, and hopefully it doesn't duplicate things, which I think it will, because it's coming from a separate phone. I think it'll look at it as a separate photo. So that's going to kind of suck. But I went ahead, got a couple things done around the house, hung out with the dog outside for quite a bit, and basically chilled out back with him, and just being lazy because my body still hurts. I try to do some stuff and I can't, and then that just sucks worse, because now I feel like I'm being set back and farther from where I'm going, and it's just so frustrating not doing nothing. Like, it's literally mentally taxing, and just, oh my god. And the thing is, I might not do anything any other day. Like, I'll pick a day I won't do a damn thing, but I don't hurt. And now I hurt and I can't do anything, and I came in just sit and relax without pain, and that's the part that really just drives me nuts, the brain thing. So it is what it is. But yeah, went ahead, decided, my wife told me she wanted stuff in the grocery store, and I forgot what she wanted, so I texted her, I'm like, what do you want? You wanted this and this? And she goes, orange juice. And I'm like, yes, I forgot orange juice. So I had everything else, I just didn't have the orange juice. So ran to the store, went ahead and basically ran up there, jumped in the truck, got stuff in the store and whatever, and basically chilled out there. It was no big deal. But I booked a appointment to look at a house that is a possibility for us, and it's, I don't know, it is what it is. The photos, it looked all right, but it's cheap. It's like $225, and it says it's 2,000 plus square feet, and I'm like, this isn't something right here. This house is either a giant fucking meth lab or something right. So I was like, okay, whatever. So on the way to go to the grocery store, I swung by and looked out, and like, oh, I remember, okay, now I know a little bit why this house is 225 instead of the 300 or 325 it should be, and the 2,000 square feet. So I get there and stuff, so I went ahead, got the grocery store, got everything I needed to, went back, and then unloaded the thing, and then basically turned and burned and went back to meet my agent at the house for the viewing. So we get there and stuff. She actually got there before me, which is not normal. Normally she's showing up after I am, which the only reason that happens is because I was trying to sync my phone and download all those photos that the iPad I put on there onto my Mac, and it was taking too long, and I was like pushing it, but I'm like, screw it. So I just canceled the download. I almost left the phone behind, but I thought, no, if I got some calls, I'm trying to deal with my father-in-law with some stuff, and I need my phone. So went ahead, took my phone, we canceled the download. Was able to go up there and stuff. So I watched her pull up as I was coming down the road. So I was heading north. I was about, I don't know, maybe not quite a half mile. I could see her car pull over. So she beat me there by a half mile. So at 30 mile an hour, that's nothing. So went ahead, chilled out there. Went and looked at the house. She finally found where the key box was. They hide them different places all over the place. Got the code, got the door open up, started rummaging through the house. And the house has so many great features. There's awesome little nooks built in here, and shelves built up there, and great shelves like built into the wall, the drywall covered and stuff around the kitchen thing. But there's so many things wrong with the house. One, they dumped out some of the rain gutters, and they dumped like right out towards the bay windows, and it's actually flooding in. It's actually soaking through the house and onto the slab. I don't know if it's stucco, but I'm not sure if it's concrete block stuccoed or how it is. But it's sucked through, and it's actually rotting the drywall inside, the laminate and the floor, not the laminate, but the baseboard and the carpet's all ruined. It's all ruined up there and stuff. So I'm like, that could be thousands of dollars to fix this problem. It's also right on 442, so it's right there on the main drag, and it's a Thursday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's not a busy time, and it's noisy as shit in the master bedroom, which faces the main road, which is so dumb. Why you would have put that in the back of the house, I do not know, but it had so many great little features, little nooks and stuff built in the bathroom, and all the wallpaper's awful, and they had like thousands of shelves hanging everywhere. There's giant, like those big giant like bolts, like you bolt in to like hang like 200 pounds of like stuff in your drywall, like you're gonna put it in your shop, gonna hang like like a workbench or something off it kind of thing. And they were all over the place, and nails everywhere, and just there were so many holes in the walls and the anchors, and it wasn't like they put a screw in, you just pull a screw up, put a little putty on it, and then paint over it. No, these are giant, like literally the size of my finger, like these giant holes they put in there to make these giant anchors that when you pull them out, you mud it, there's enough texture missing, it's gonna look stupid for the rest of its life. So I like that going. This house, I think virtually every wall, now above the shelving stuff, don't need it, because you won't ever see it, won't matter. Almost every wall is gonna need to be sanded, prepped, refill the holes, remudded, and then reshot texture on. If not, you're gonna see these like weird random like flat spots all over the whole house. And it's, by the time you patch, let's say 14 holes in one wall, it's cheaper to bring in a professional, let him remud it, and just shoot all new texture, and then pick the knockdown or whatever the texture you want to do. Or if you really want to be brave, go straight flat wall, like have that bitch sanded flat and just say to hell with it and rock that thing that way and see if you can pull that off. But it would need that. It was the bedroom, the carpets all had to be redone. It was one of those things. But the price, and it says make offer. They're desperate for an offer, because it literally is on the market for one day, and it has please bring all offers and we're open to all offers and And there's part of me is like, do I make a 185 offer, like a 175 offer on it, and like turn it straight to a rental? Like, do I try to do something like that? I don't know. It's one of those things that who knows. So, like I told my wife, I said I can't drop down 40 grand, on a house day one. But if it's on the market 3 weeks, 185 is a going price. So, but there was a lot of other little issues here and there. And there was like a sunroom in the back, like a little Florida room that they enclosed. It was all screened in. They enclosed it, put a bunch of windows and stuff in it and whatnot. And the problem with it is they put like half windows and half walls and stuff. And it's one of those things where there's not enough airflow anymore. Now it's worthless at this point as a screen room, because there's not enough windows to get enough air, and it's already housed by two sides anyway. The house covers two sides of the thing. It's only got two sides of the screen. So it's already going to be a limited airflow to begin with, and then you put in half the walls are covered with windows and walls and stuff. There's no airflow, because even if you do the whole wall on windows, even you open the window, you still only have half the air, because half the window covers itself up. So you still block half it. Now you've added like every other chunk as a wall section in the windows. So now you have 1/4 of the airflow you would have had. They have a little shitty window air conditioner out there cut into the wall, not even put in one of the windows, which is kind of weird, but whatever. And then, so they're calling that part of the house. They also threw in some shitty foam insulation into the garage door, and it's not finished at all. And they put carpet in the garage, and they're calling that square footage, because that's how the house is now 2,000 square feet. So, or over 2,000 square feet. Take a nice sized Florida sunroom / patio that has been enclosed in, that is hot as shit out there, and it was not that hot today, and just awful, like sloped roof. It's just in tiles sloping. So it was a concrete deck, like it's flat. There's outside hurricane shutters on the dining room window in that room. Like that's so dumb. But they're counting that as square footage, and it was straight up lies. So now this house is probably closer to 1,300, maybe 1,350 is actually what's in there. The kitchen all needs redone. It's tiny. It had some great potential, man, but the location doesn't cover, because it's $100,000 to do that house right. I think to really do that house full justice, 100 grand. Then say you're at 325, and then you're still right there on the 442 highway. It's not worth it. No way in hell it's worth it. But that sucks. We left there. While I was there, I got a call from one of the old folks' homes, assisted living, whatever you want to call it, and calling about my father-in-law. And I answered the phone. Hello, this is Patrick. And he said, this is so-and-so from such and such, and I'm calling about you're looking for a place for your mother. I said, nope, father-in-law. He goes, oh, your mother-in-law. And I said, nope, father-in-law. You couldn't have been wronger on both of those. And he goes, maybe we should start over. I said, maybe I should call back and start over. I said, well, maybe you really should. And I was a little bit annoyed, like, how can you be, I said it twice, I'm like, how can you be that incompetent in your damn job? And the guy's like, hello, this is so-and-so with such and such. And I said, hello, this is da-da-da. How's your day going? And he had a good sense of humor over it. We laughed, we joked, it was great, da-da-da, whatever. Everything went great. Finished educating me on the rest of the stuff. We were good there. I was on the phone for 4 minutes, so not bad. The prices are way higher than other places we looked at, but we might schedule an appointment to go look at it. He's going to send me some information, send me a little video to look around the place and see what they have. So we'll see what happens and go from there. But yeah, other than that, pretty much same old is what it is. So got done there. The house is dead. I'm not interested in it. Not at that price at all anyway. So from there, she told me about some other properties with some acreage she was looking at. She was going to send me some information on one of them in Oak Hill. I don't think I want to live in Oak Hill, but it sounds cheap enough. It was like $369 for 1.13 acres for a 3.3, whatever it was, with a pool and a guest house. And I thought, well, hell, the guest house would be kind of nice, because if it is nice, and if my father-in-law doesn't actually need to stay in a nursing home, we can put a guest house on property for him, let him move in there, and we can help take care of him ourselves. We can take care of his meds, we can do his cooking, we can do his laundry, we can do that kind of stuff, and save the $3,000 a month, you know what the hell it is. Because my thought, we're going to pay them $3,000 a month, and we can do this at our house for $3,000 a month. Why the fuck not? Like, either way, it's still money. Now basically that becomes my full-time job, is taking care of this old man. Now I'm not doing the whole bathing type thing and stuff. That's something else we have to hire out and then back that off the price. But if it's going to cost us $3,000 plus a month for him, maybe $4,000 a month, depending on what we have to do, and we can bring him down to our place and do it ourselves, I got no problem at all doing that. Now, Karen has no interest, but the house we looked at, she sent to me, was junk. It's not going to work. It's crap. So I thought that right there would eliminate the process if you had to really watch the dogs as much, because I could be out in the middle of nowhere and not rip my clients driving down to Oak Hill to basically visit me, get rid of my vending route, and just say hell with it and move on from that and just become a full-time caregiver for an old man. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. That house is out, so that's not going to happen, but it is what it is. So yeah. From there, basically got back home, hung out a little bit, gave the puppy back away. Ended up, my wife got home from work. I had a meet and greet coming over that they wanted to do. Excuse me. Had a meet and greet that we had that she wanted me to watch the dog tonight, going forward for a few days. And I reached out a while back, and she was, I don't know, way slow. She's kind of a bit disoriented. She's got a bunch of stuff going on, I think. And wine riders and stuff. I said, if it all goes well, we can finish booking it. The dog can stay. If not, you got to go home. Like, you're taking your dog home and find somewhere else. And she didn't really act like she had any other choice, but she's like, okay, we'll see what happens. Start it out. So she brought the dog in. Dog seemed all right. Dog seemed super high energy, but the dog seemed all right. He wasn't really aggressive or nothing. It was all kind of good and stuff, blah, blah. Dog played. We talked. We chatted a little bit. Real nice lady. She's going to California to get a bunch of her supplies and stuff, bunch of her household things. She's been left out there for like a year. She's finally going to pick up, get it out of storage. Then she's flying out and driving back. They wanted like $7,500 or some shit to ship her stuff. And she's like, it was funny because I guess they had it like, I don't know, $4,500 or whatever it was stuff. And then it was like a month or so ago. Well, then she called again to set it up. And they're like, they raised it like $2,000 or something because COVID, they can't find drivers and everything's going up in price. And she goes, screw that. For that much money, she goes, I'll drive out and do it myself. So she's driving out, renting a truck and a U-Haul trailer and bringing her shit back. So it is what it is there. So she dropped the dog off. Everything was great. The dog and I went outside playing. The dog he just wants to be touching you kind of thing, which, okay, fine, whatever, no big deal. And everything was great. Went outside, ended up having a cigar, hung out with the dog, trying to let him play. Then started raining, started thundering. He starts freaking out. So he's out now hiding back inside. He's like, got to be inside. And then Karen let them both back out. It slowed down raining mostly, so I went all the way to the potty. And then I headed in, got some things done, tried to head to bed. Packed up my vending route stuff so I could maybe run that in the morning and go from there. So I spent that time as he kept getting yelled at for jumping on the bed without permission and so on and so forth. Senior stuff, yada yada kind of thing. So basically, fun to bed, watch some TV. Kept him off the bed and stuff, and he kept jumping out, kept yelling, get down. And then I basically said, hell, I locked him out in the bedroom, thinking he'll leave that alone. So he's down in the living room, and he's barking at every sound or light outside, and it's this real big ass bark that's just annoying as hell. And my Great Dane is just laying on the couch, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, just shut up and go to sleep. Like, what's wrong with you, kind of thing. So I senior stuff, so I brought him back in the room, maybe lay him up on the bed, trying to get him to lay there and just lay down, be good, just lay down. Because he sleeps on our bed, so he can sleep on my bed, just shut up. Nope, he's 5 to 11 minutes is all he can stay in one spot. He jumps up, runs around stuff, runs out of the house. So I actually shut the bedroom door, trying to keep him in the bedroom. That didn't work. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. So he jumped up, kept like jumping up and landing on my arm or my leg or my Andrew's arm and stuff. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. And I'm like, this is ridiculous stuff. So I finally went and put him in the crate because she crates him when she leaves the house because I guess he's very destructive and tears up shit. So, okay, fine. He howls and cries and barks. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I can't sleep to this. And I hate hearing a dog in distress. So I'm like, I do it. So I finally gave up and just said, hell, I'm not sleeping that way. My wife ain't sleeping there. So I said, hell, so I went out, shut the bedroom door down, put basically a block so he can't get in the hallway. And I stayed up on the couch. Basically, every time I get up, I would holler at him, like, get over here, sit down, like, just no. Like, so I spent the rest of the night basically telling the dog to sit down and not bark and shit, not work. I'm just, oh my God, it sucked. So definitely, hopefully that goes better tomorrow, but we'll see. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.